And now to Hollywood's biggest Zoom call.
That's exactly what it looked like, too. The Emmys were all about social distancing, keeping 6 feet, and that meant keeping everyone germ-free by any means necessary, maybe even fire. Take a look.
Light it up. All right.
Yeah.
Wait 5 seconds.
5?
And then if you grab the fire extinguisher.
Yes, can I have this? Thank you. Okay. Oh, gosh.
Once all the germs have been burned off.
Okay, here we go.
Perfect.
Got it.
Perfect.
Okay.
And
wait.
oh.
Got it.
All right. All right. Sanitized for your protection.
Yeah. All right. Jennifer Aniston helped save the day with a fire extinguisher that she just happened to have right there.
Handy.
She assisted Kimmel in presenting the night's first award, if you're wondering what was happening there. And that was Best Actress in a Comedy.
Yeah, I believe what we saw were all of the essential workers that also helped to hand out awards is what was going on, too. So now we got to go to the cast of Schitt's Creek.
Yes.
They're still on cloud nine. The Canadian sitcom had a clean sweep, like nothing left on the floor. That's how they were sweeping it, okay? They won all 7 comedy categories they were in.
So we got to bring in entertainment expert, that is none other than Candice Cruz, to help break down all these buzzworthy moments that we're talking about here.
What's up, guys? Listen, I was doing my happy dance. I was crying for the creek, let me tell you. I was so excited.
All right, well then let's just keep talking about the Creek because it's swept, as Ashley was just saying, in like every category you have in comedy. So break it down for us because I know that they were breaking records.
Oh, they were breaking records left and right. All 4 of the lead cast ended up walking away with the Emmy. They also won for Best Writing, Best Directing. They literally took the entire comedy. That was them. It was just the Creek winning. And you can see Dan Levy's, exuberation right there. I mean, as he should be. Catherine O'Hara, Eugene Levy, Annie Murphy, and Dan Levy, amongst others in their entire cast. And clearly Canada is doing a lot better with the pandemic because they had a little Creek party up in Canada celebrating their wins. So I'm a huge fan of the show, and clearly a lot of people feel the same way. So we're very excited for this.
So I have to say that was probably my second favorite part of the night was them like sweeping everything. First part that made me shed tears, Zendaya winning her very first Emmy, making history for lead actress in a drama series. She's the youngest person to ever do it. But I have to ask you, on Twitter, it's trending right now that people are trying to call this an upset. And I have things to say about that I can't say on TV. So what do you have to say that you can say on TV?
Girl, I think we're both thinking the same thing, so I'm going to keep it PG right now. Listen, we even said in our previous segment with the nominations that this was the most stacked category.
Yeah.
Absolutely, hands down. I mean, all of the performances were immaculate. And I was literally just watching some interviews with Zendaya, and she is an elite of herself at her age. I mean, her performance, I think, needs no explanation. She was fantastic in Euphoria, and I think that it was well-deserved. I think any of these women would have walked away with a well-deserved award, and it's unfortunate that people are saying that, but they need to check themselves because I think that her performance stands alone.
Wreck yourself. Absolutely.
And Watchmen and Succession also sweeping, right, in the limited series and the drama series?
They did. And listen, I was very happy with the way that the Emmys panned out with this particular award show. But it really was a Creek and Watchmen and Succession award show because they all kind of just took all of the awards that they were nominated in. Regina King walking away with the award for Watchmen. She was fantastic. I mean, you can really tell that the performances were outstanding for the limited series. And then with Succession and their conversations with the show and being drama and just leading the charge. I mean, if you haven't been watching these shows, they are definitely on the top of your watch list now.
Yeah, I kept hearing that. I saw so many people posting about if you haven't seen Watchmen, you need to watch it. And I saw it so many times that I'm actually going to do what they say, which I don't usually do with people on social media, but we're going to try. So
exactly.
Everyone has been trying to get a Friends reunion, and it seems like the Emmys maybe kind of pulled it off. Did they pull it off? What happened?
I mean, I think it just gave us a taste because obviously HBO is going to be doing the reunion for Friends, or it was scheduled to do it this year. And I think the Emmys just decided they were like, well, let's just push it up a bit.
Let's just do it now.
Let's just do it now. Jennifer, Courtney, and Lisa just all in one shot. I mean, as a Friends diehard fan, I was dying inside and was so excited for this little reunion right here. And Jason Bateman obviously popping in at the end. I did like the little cameos that they had throughout the show. With it being Zoom and social distancing, it was nice to actually see some people in the flesh, I guess, being there and coming back and forth. But the Friends reunion I was very pleased with it. And it's blowing up on social media right now, or maybe just on my feed since I follow all the Friends accounts.
Candice, I do want to ask you about Tyler Perry because he walked away with his own award, right?
He did for the Governor's Award. And listen, his speech was incredible. He really paid homage to his grandmother and talking about her quilt and, you know, the past experiences that has led him to the opportunities that he's had. And then Oprah leading in the charge with giving just this incredible speech and hyping him up to the extreme. Like, if you want a hype woman, you want Oprah as your hype woman going into this. And I think that it was a well-deserved award, especially with what he's doing in philanthropy, what he's been doing for the Black community in the arts as a actor and a writer and a producer and a director. And now he has his own entire studio lot that he's built that's making history, being built on the land of a Confederate, where a former Confederate army was held. So I think that his speech really motivated a lot of people, especially in the industry. And he's even pushing the charge with how to properly move forward in the entertainment industry with COVID, with all of his shooting protocols. So I think it was well-deserved.
Yeah. So I have to ask you, because usually the day after these big award shows, people like us on these shows talk to people like you who know everything about the shows, about all the winners, but we don't talk about the losers, Candice. We don't do that. So Rami Youssef posted what it's like to lose. So let's give some props to the losers. Tell me about what Rami posted.
I mean, this was the best moment, I think, of the night, honestly. So with the COVID protocol, we had to give the awards a little bit differently. And as you could see, the awards were being delivered in hazmat suits. From what I can assume, Kia was carrying all these people around in hazmat suits all over Los Angeles last night and apparently all over the world. And they would stand with the award until they got the call if you got it or not. So I guess that's what happens when you don't get an award, is you just get a sorry, goodbye.
Oh my God. I was wondering about that because I'm like, well, how did they just send awards to people who won? So did they already know? But I was like, no, Zendaya's crying. She didn't know. So that's really funny.
She didn't know.
Thank you so much, Candice.
Thanks, guys. See you next time.
Bye, Candice.
See you next time.